All right. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode. All right, but you have to be quiet, bro. That's the intro.
He said, yo.
He's just like, hello.
Hello. Hey, man.
Okay.
Do you need the claps again or no? Do you need the claps again or no?
No.
Okay.
So just the roll bit.
No, we're going to do it live now. This is a real thing. Brad, don't say anything until I introduce you. Then you can say like, yeah, I'm a beautiful people too, or whatever. Right? Yeah. All right. Compose. 3, 2, 1. All right. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of the Livin Room Podcast. I'm your host for today's episode, Jason. I'm joined with the boys, Bryan and Dom.
Yo.
Yo.
Beautiful people here.
Yeah, beautiful people here on the set too. We are lucky. But it's been a while, boys, since we've been in touch, and then this has been a celebratory month for two of us. So
Yeah.
I could talk about myself. You could talk about Bryan. We can start with you.
Damn. Like, when was the last time we met up? Like a month ago. So since then, I went to Texas.
All right. How was that?
right.
How was that?
It was my second time visiting, but the first time I went was in Houston for like a college thing, but this time was like an actual vacation, like
Nice.
visiting
How long were you there for?
a week.
Nice.
Did you get some Whataburger?
Oh, I did
What
actually.
do you think of it?
It's Whataburger.
Whataburger?
Whataburger, whatever.
What a burger?
Whataburger, yeah.
Whata.
I thought it was water, like Water Burger.
I did
as
too for a
well.
while.
Oh, really?
Then I was like, oh, it's what's
I still
up
say it
burger.
like that.
I always thought it was Whataburger.
I just say Whataburger.
It's funny.
Close enough.
If you say it fast, sounds the same.
They won't know.
Yeah, so I didn't make the mistake of ordering just the regular Whataburger because that's
Yeah.
what everyone tends to do. But I'm like, no, F that. I'm gonna try what I think looks good.
Did you get something with the A on it?
the
An avocado?
Did you bring some avocados?
I almost did. But
Bring your own avocados.
I don't really trust fast food avocados. I just feel like it's not.
Why is that?
Why? Yeah. Why? We gotta
It's
go back to
not
that.
authentic. It's like that.
It's not authentic avocado.
Is it fake
It's not like-
avocado?
How do you know what's authentic and what's not? Authentic and not authentic avocados.
Like even to like Walmart, and it's like the bag like avocado dip or whatever. Like
that fake?
Yeah, that's fake. It's completely fake. I mean, there's some avocado in it, but it's kind of like how like, you know, like Burger King's 100% beef. It's
Oh yeah.
it's kind of similar to that. But I ended up getting the patty melt, and I
That's so good.
I posted that on my story, and a lot of people are like, "Bro, you went for the right choice."
It's so good.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's my go-to. as
Really?
well.
Because Dom, you been to Texas too?
Yeah.
Okay.
A while ago.
Where at? Or which
It
part?
was around Austin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've yet to go to Austin. That's actually like on my bucket list.
Yeah. It's nice.
I went to like near the Dallas area, Plano, Texas,
Okay.
and I would describe it as if you guys are familiar with like Schaumburg, it's like Schaumburg times like 5. It's huge.
The scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's feels very suburban.
But it's
you
like a
don't really get
giant
much
suburb.
you don't really get much of an urban vibe from it. But what impressed me when I went there was like the highway system, because it's not just like one like flat highway. There's like levels, like going different directions, and there's so many weird exits, and there are like lanes that are dedicated for like U-turns and whatnot. So
I know Michigan is like that. They
Yeah.
have it's weird because they're set up with instead of like left turn,
Yeah.
it's like left like U-turn. So it's
It's
really
so
like
weird.
weird.
yeah, it's the same thing.
It's states by states are weird like that. So,
Yeah,
but I know like Indiana has like other weird systems as well. Instead of like usually how it is when you merge on, it's like right lane closure here in
Yeah.
Illinois. Like they have like lane closure in the left lane, which makes no sense.
That's
Every
weird.
state is different, you know. So Texas, I guess, is just another one of those.
yeah, and there's so many lanes, and
How
I thought
many
there
is
was
many
even-
lanes?
I feel like there was like 7 or 8, but
Oh, wow.
I thought there
So
would be a
many
lot
people.
more traffic, but there really, I mean, yeah, there really wasn't that much traffic.
Really?
Yeah,
It's not
at
like
least
California.
not as bad as Chicago, where you're like stuck in like a 1
Yeah.
mile radius for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there is traffic, there's only traffic in a couple of lanes, but then you still have like 6 more to like choose from to like maybe go to another exit or something. So,
They found a solution. You just need more lanes.
yeah.
Just have more.
Yeah. But yeah, in terms of like the stuff that we did there, we had Korean barbecue at this one place. I
Nice.
thought it was kind of mid compared to like one of the places here.
And why is that?
Just like the
Food quality, it's not as authentic. Did you go?
It wasn't the authenticity of it. It's kind of like when I compare like something like Iron Age to the place that we went there. Like the tteokbokki there isn't like as good. They don't really have sauces with like a lot of stuff, so it's like disappointment. The meat was pretty decent, but I feel like I like more of like the unhealthy Korean barbecue. Maybe
I mean, who doesn't? Everything unhealthy is always the best.
It always tastes way better.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we got H Mart over here, and over there they got like, I think it's called
Smart.
I don't know. I think it's called like 92 Town, or no, it's
not
99 Ranch or something like that. It's kind of like an H Mart, but they have all kinds of Asian groceries and whatnot.
Because H Mart's primarily Korean, so
Yeah.
if it's the
There's some
nine,
Japanese and stuff like that.
yeah, not, but it's like primarily dominated by like Korean
Yeah.
food and drinks and stuff like
There's
that.
like a few small like Chinese and Japanese
yeah,
stuff there.
yeah.
Yeah.
But since it's like a international Asian store, that's like better, I guess, because you get more diversity with what you want.
Yeah. But yeah, like the Plano and Dallas area, like it was a lot more diverse than I thought it was gonna be. There's a lot of like Asians, there's a lot of Indians.
And Indians are Asians, but
you know what I mean. Yeah. And then we did a lot of like bouldering.
nice.
Kind of like rock climbing.
Oh, okay.
Except you don't have the thing strapped to you, like the string or whatever.
Yeah, the
they
harness. You don't have the harness
Yeah,
attached
they
to
don't
you.
go as high as like an actual like rock climbing wall, but the rocks are usually like at like more difficult angles, so you have to like really have way more like grip strength and like you have to be able to support your body weight more.
Yeah.
So I only did like the easy paths and whatnot. It's like I gotta lose some weight, and like it's not gonna happen in Texas, but like eventually when I go back,
Yeah, because
I'll be able to do more.
you're on vacation, so you're spoiling yourself. So
Oh, you're eating
Gotta
good.
eat
At
yeah,
unhealthy
you're
food.
eating good for sure.
The unhealthy is better, like you said.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
tough though, because I did some rock climbing out here, because they have a whole gym dedicated to rock climbing, and there's, as you said, bouldering, and there's obviously like other routes with harnesses you could use and do, but the lactic acid buildup like in your forearms for like doing it for so long, and then you have like the calluses and whatnot. It's crazy how people are able to do that. It's obviously just like,
Did you use chalk when you did like?
no, we
bouldering?
use chalk.
No.
Because
It helps a lot. Like,
What does it
if
help
you get
with?
sweaty, then you're just struggling to grip onto it and stuff like that.
we just went there just for an activity to do. So,
Just to try it out.
yeah, exactly. So it was like $20. I was like, why not? It's not a bad deal to do.
Yeah. And then we also did like stuff. It's not like unique to like Dallas or Texas or anything, but have you ever heard of immersive game box?
No, I have not.
Immersive game box.
Yeah, it's one of those like VR activities. So basically, like we're like VR goggles and like a headset or whatever, and then they put you in like a room that's I mean it's like the shape of a box generally, and then there's different themes to the games, and the one that we did was like a zombie one where like you're kind of, I was stuck in like the room with me and my siblings, and then when you're wearing the goggles, like the VR world around you is kind of like you're inside of like a haunted mansion. There's like different zombies coming at you from like 4 different directions, and you guys have to work together and shoot down all the zombies that are trying to take over your space.
It sounds really fun.
It's stressful, man.
It's really-
I think it lasted like an hour, and
Wow.
the worst part of it was I think there was like a zombie that would climb to the top of a pillar and then use its like, I don't know if it's like a tongue or like, it has like a string thing, and it would like grab one of our guns, and then you can't use the gun, so like someone has to shoot that zombie dead before you can use your own gun.
All right, that sounds sick.
And the only way to revive your teammates is to like grab their shoulders and whatnot. So it's
Start massaging.
It's like kind of stressed out.
they'll turn like bright white, and you know like they're pretty much dead. So you have to like actually hold on to your shoulders. But at some
You all right, man?
at some points we were all literally dead. So we were like holding each other's like shoulders and stuff.
Dang, it's a good bonding experience.
Yeah, man.
But how is like so like VR usually you have like your spatial awareness. How is it with the other players? Is you could see them in your VR set?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not bumping into each other constantly.
Right.
I can't see their faces. Like we're all like geared up. Like we look like soldiers.
Okay.
But usually, like you can hear like their voices through like your headset too, and
Okay.
yeah, I would highly recommend it.
What's the
It's
controller
really
like?
cool.
Is it like a gun-shaped thing, or is it?
Yeah, it was a gun.
Okay.
And then I had the machine gun, so I had at least, I don't know if it was like 20 rounds before I had to reload. So all you have to do to reload is just like point your gun down, and then you can start shooting. But mine had the least accuracy. But mine was really good for like shooting rats that like go on the
Why
floor.
are you shooting
What'd you
rats?
say? Least accuracy.
The smallest,
Smallest,
like,
fastest
object.
thing.
There'd be like 30 rats that like come towards you, and like they
And
can,
those are
like,
zombified as well, or
Yeah.
what?
Oh, okay.
Like,
I'm
those-
just
of
like,
course.
I'm bored. I'm not just gonna
Just
shoot
the
the
random
rats
rats.
instead of the zombies.
Ignore the-
You'd be
ignore the
focusing
battle.
on zombies, and then like the rats will come up behind your teammates, and then pretty much like bite them or kill them, and then they can't shoot the zombies in front of them. So sometimes I take care of the rats that are like coming to our little like square. And then if there's like a bunch of zombies coming down like the staircase or whatever, I'll focus on that. But then for like the
Does
bigger-
everyone have a different gun assigned or choice they could use, or is it like, say someone has like a machine gun, someone has like a rifle, someone has a like handgun? Like, do you
Yeah, it's
have
different.
Everyone has a
Oh,
different
okay.
one, and and it's just like randomly chosen, or
No, you
pick?
just choose.
okay? So
but-
if someone picks, like, say you pick like the machine gun, what you did, like that option's not accessible to anyone else. Then,
yeah,
right?
it's
Okay.
one of each.
So the controllers are all different types of guns then?
Yeah, some
Okay.
one of my brothers got the shotgun, so just aim for the head of like the bigger zombies, and like the flying ones and stuff like that.
Flying
or not flying, just,
zombies.
like, the ones that,
Hey,
like,
going through it.
they jump from like one part
extra
of the
going
railing to the other. But
Oh, no.
yeah, and then what else? Yeah, someone had a handgun. I think my sister had the handgun. And she was doing the worst, I think.
Yeah, it's tough.
Least effective gun.
If you got like a Magnum or something that has some like real like oomph to it, it'd be good. But a handgun, yeah, you're not
Yeah.
gonna be
You
doing too
do.
much. Yeah. Do they have VR locations similar to that in like the Midwest, or is it more of like a southern like thing with like having those
I think that's
access
So they,
points?
they do have immersive game
Yeah, I think
box,
we have-
like South Burbs. I think,
Yeah.
something
Okay.
like that.
Maybe we could do that for our
Special.
a special for the
That'd be
channel.
sick.
Who knows?
That'd
Who
be really fun.
knows?
Yeah, as I said, like a lot of like that area of Texas is kind of like a giant suburb. So like whatever you do there, they have in like the Midwest or just like any other like burb. Like they had In-N-Out there too, which
yeah.
surprised
That's
me.
normal. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in Texas.
Texas has a lot of all the good stuff. I mean, they have
They have Culver's
Portillo's
now too, Portillo's.
Yeah.
I know that
I
one.
believe
That's cool.
they have everything.
Yeah.
because they can.
Because they can.
Because they're Texas.
Because they're Texas. Everything's bigger and better in
They're
Texas.
their own country.
No, but, like I heard the reason why they don't have an In-N-Out here in Illinois is because the suppliers where they get the fresh meat from, like they're way closer to kind of like that area.
Well, it's
Like
just the
more
coast.
west than
West
anything.
Coast,
Yeah.
yeah. Makes sense.
And at least Texas is a little bit closer to them, but like anyone in like the Midwest, it's like on the other side of the country, which is unfortunate because I like In-N-Out a lot.
I think it's overrated.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like the animal style fries or anything?
And also for as it's overrated.
Hey, I love it.
Hot take, hot take.
What do you like about the animal style fries though?
There's just too much. I feel that's going on. With
Really?
it.
That's the point.
Yeah,
It's
I
all
know,
the-
but I mean, I just too much flavors.
much for
in it,
you?
Yeah.
Oh, you like it simple?
Well, I mean, I don't mind like bacon cheese fries, but they had like what onions? They had like the sauce
Yeah.
on there.
They have meat, a little
The
bit
meat.
of meat.
Was there meat? I
I don't
don't
think there
know.
was
I don't think there was any
The
meat.
one that I had had a little bit of beef.
It's the Texas animal style.
Yeah. Dude, the animal style is different than Cali then.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so they have those restaurants, and we also tried things that are more unique to like Texas. Let me think. Well, the best food that I had there was actually like this one place I tried right before we left to come back to Chicago, but it's like one of those like beef brisket places.
Oh, you can't go wrong with that.
Probably
Yeah.
good as hell.
Yeah.
It's like one of my go-to foods now. I want to get some
Brisket.
like later.
We can't turn this into a food eating like a podcast.
It always
Yeah,
turns the food down.
Yeah, and
me
like
hungry.
the other good place I went to was just like one of your standard burger places. Like if you know, I'm trying to think of that one burger place that has like burgers named after like different metal bands.
Never heard of it.
No, either.
Maybe that's a Kevin question you could ask him.
No,
That sounds cool.
That's besides the point. Kuma's Corner. It's kind of like that. Like really
Kuma's
like
Corner?
yeah, they have a lot of like cool like specialty burgers like with weird ingredients that you wouldn't think that would be on there. It's similar to that in like this one restaurant that I went to. But I really like their sides, like their truffle fries.
Truffle fries.
Can't go wrong with that either.
They also had like this weird like sweet potato fry thingy with I don't know, it was just so sweet, but it tasted good.
What was on it?
Put the sweet in sweet potato.
They had sugar to it or something?
It wasn't sweet potato fries, it was Brussels sprouts.
As fries?
Huh?
They're like I think they were like fried Brussels sprouts.
Or they
something
have
like
them
that.
as like little like poppers, you know, like those ones where they're like kind of like those little nugget type of things. But
It
not
was,
a
like,
nugget,
it was
not as
kind
full
of
as
like
that. But
shredded and it was like candied. And it was like it tasted better than you'd think it would.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
it's different for
Yeah,
sure.
for real.
Yeah. And then they had just like kind of like a Tex-Mex style fry. That one was good
That
too.
sounds really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was interesting. Yeah, it was a little bit expensive, but I thought it was worth it. But the
Sounds
beef,
all right.
yeah,
That's usually a vacation. It's like, yeah, it's 30, 40 bucks, but
Expensive.
it's worth it. I'm on vacation, you know.
Might as well.
yeah. The barbecue brisket was actually like I think one of the cheaper like places that we ate at, and I thought it was the best too. It's not always like food determines, or the price of food determines like the quality. It's not always the case. But yeah, that was
Texas
Texas
trip.
Texas trip.
Nice, nice.
yeah, just visiting my brother and his girlfriend, and
Nice.
just kind of like meeting like a lot of his friends.
Yeah.
And then they actually like visited me here, like in Chicago for my birthday.
Oh, we're transitioning to that.
Transition
Okay.
day.
I was
Yeah,
gonna transition to for you, and then we can
Oh, you want
transition to
to.
that.
So we could go for that actually. I got tatted up, so I mean it looks better on the outside. The inside's not like done yet.
Yeah.
It was my first
looking good,
first tattoo session in my life.
And tell them how the experience went.
Yeah,
kind of
so-
what the meaning behind the tattoo is, the audience, so they know.
So if you guys are not familiar with this design, this is a Filipino tribal tattoo. A lot of people describe it as like a Polynesian style. Yeah, a lot of the designs are kind of like unique to like what the Filipino tribes back in the day would have tattooed on their body. And I think there are some like I can't really see it right now because it's not shaded in yet, but there's like a waterfall kind of design on here as well, and that's kind of that goes back to like my roots and like my mom's side of the family in San Laguna in the Philippines.
It's cool.
Yeah,
It's good that you got something that actually means something, you know, because some people
Just random thing.
yeah.
people is like, I want to tattoo a Bugs Bunny or Tweety Bird or something
whatever
like
you
that.
like.
It's like, what does that mean to you?
Right. I don't know, man.
Pretty darn cool, man.
Yeah, it looks cool at the time. Or you had those stories where you got super drunk and you just got a tattoo.
Oh, that sounds
I
awful.
almost did that
Oh, no.
because my friend
been so
we were
bad.
in Vegas and he's like, bro,
Of
I'll, like,
course,
pay
it's
for your
always in
tattoo.
Vegas.
It's like I'll pay for your tattoo if you get one. I'm like, bro, I don't know if I just
Okay.
want to get like a random tattoo, but I thought about this for at least a year or two.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's kind of like what everyone advises you. Like one of the most important things about getting a tattoo is planning ahead.
For sure.
If you get a small tattoo like here and there, and then you want to get a sleeve or half sleeve later down the road, you can't really. It's harder to work around because you'll have to cover up like whatever old tattoo that you had.
Right.
But it was painful. It's pretty painful.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the pain tolerant or the pain when you were going through it?
It was all over the-
Obviously, it just depends on. I think you feel on like the side of the skin, so like probably under your forearm or the under part of your forearm is probably more sensitive because me just grazing my finger on
feel
it,
it more?
it's pretty more sensitive than I feel like on the top.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know. That's what I feel.
It was all over the place. You were right about like the inside of the forearm, where like the muscles are at. Those were like 8 out of 10. The wrist, like around like 8 out of 10 as well. And even like closer to the elbow, it's like around there as well. And the parts that like hurt the most, like they itch the most after. Well, once it was in the healing phase,
Right.
But like even like the outside, like I think it felt like it tickled more than like anything. Like it didn't even hurt. And then inside, like it hurt like a bitch. So it's
Jeez, we haven't been 15 minutes yet. Kevin, you gotta edit that.
Yeah. And it's just he just had to keep going over the lines to make sure they were like thick enough.
Yeah.
So it looks good right now.
It's gonna look even better.
Yeah.
For next session.
So actually, my tattoo artist told me that I did better than a lot of his first time clients. Because I didn't
You built different, right?
You
got that dog.
You start crying.
Yeah, but like it did hurt, but I didn't like wince or anything that. And he like I didn't ask for any breaks. I just wanted to get it over with, and I would just kind of like use my phone and like text people while I'm getting the tattoo.
How long was it?
2 hours for just the inking session.
Okay.
He would actually like use permanent marker and actually like
Stencil it.
Yeah,
right?
stencil it out, and then he'll actually ink it, and then be like, I need to add more, so he'll stencil more, and then like add more. So it's pretty detailed, I would say.
Yeah.
And I mean, as it should be.
Yeah.
And then what else about like the tattoo part? Yeah, I didn't ask for any breaks, and the only time I did take a break was when he needed a break. So I just kind of like loaded up on like sweets. Like I bought some white fudge covered pretzels because your blood sugar gets really low when you're getting tatted. And I remember just like trying to stand up, and I got all like woozy and stuff. I'm like, whoa, I'm dizzy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I saw something pretty crazy related to tattoos.
Yeah.
They do these things. Probably us as like a normal people can't afford it. Like, but athletes, they go like they get put under anesthesia and like asleep, like with like their backs or whatnot, because it's a really sensitive area. And like obviously the whole scale of a back tat is huge. And they have like multiple tattoo artists working on their back at the same time.
Dang.
Oh,
So, like,
that's
they
interesting.
Yeah, so like they don't feel anything until like after, because like
Yeah.
they're knocked out. So it's a pretty interesting
expensive.
way. Oh yeah, 100%. You have like 3 or 4 tattoo artists. You have the anesthesia to be put you under sleep, and then that amount of time to go through like your back or whatever, like your leg or whatever it is. You know, like that time and that needs to be put into that's probably like thousands, tens of thousands to do.
Money.
Yeah, exactly. But I just found that pretty fascinating because I didn't even know that was an option.
Yeah, me neither.
Now, so
Yeah.
but
I don't even think the pain is like the hardest part, but yeah, I was getting.
then what is?
It was definitely like the healing part, like the
I was just itchy.
yeah, well, not just itchy. So like the first day, like he wraps it up, and like some people use like a second skin. He just used like plain old like saran wrap, and he just said like, yeah, don't take it off until tomorrow morning. And then when you have to clean it up, it's full of like blood and plasma, and you have to like just wash it off. And then generally like my forearm was like it ballooned up to like almost like twice the size of my other forearm because it was swollen. And it's like, oh shoot, I'm starting to regret this tattoo because it doesn't look great. But it's normal that it's supposed to like swell up. And then like maybe a couple days later it started itching like crazy, and it does like it flakes. Like it feels like a sunburn. And it just doesn't stop for like probably a month. And I've had this for about 2 weeks and a couple days so far.
And then that was like, as I said, when we first introduced, or I first introduced the video, like it was 2 big events for Bryan and I, and he did that as his like birthday gift for himself. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I had one more thing to say about like I don't know if it had something to do with like the pain of the tattoo.
No, you said that already.
There was another one, but yeah, I forgot it. We'll just move on.
Yeah, it'll come to you. But yeah, since like and like the piece for me on like related to my birthday, I just did an investment on getting the stand that Dom's using now and the mic. So eventually, and also obviously it helps us on the podcast as well, having like another official mic as well. So we don't have like, I mean, these ones are good. I mean, but obviously it's like a whole nother level.
It's just built differently.
Yeah,
It's
just built
different.
different.
This is built better.
And then I obviously now, I don't think we expressed it on the podcast. Behind the scenes, we talked about it. Like all 3 of us are going to be launching our own individual channels. And like one part of my channel I'm going to be doing is like playing video games. So I'm going to have a mic set up and then working on the capture card piece. So once we got that up and rolling, we'll plug those on the description once we're good, you know. Maybe Kevin, when editing, you plug it here, you know, or something like that, you know. If that's too much effort, it's all right. It'll just be me pointing down.
There's nothing there. I don't know, man.
Right. So, but my birthday soon coming up, so we'll figure out the logistics of that, the party wise. But Bryan recently, as he earlier alluded to, he recently had his, so you could explain more on how that went and the experience of that day. If there's anything that you don't remember, I'll try to do my best to fill in the blank.
So it was last Friday. I actually like worked on my birthday. Well, it was like Fridays are usually not really busy with work.
I don't know if you should be saying
Just exposing everything.
Yeah. Your boss is like,
He's like, oh, you need some more work, huh?
just like at or your boss's name comment. He's like, oh, so you need more work on Fridays. I see.
I still worked. I mean, I kept myself busy. But then like at nighttime was when things went pretty well. I don't think it went too crazy.
It went crazy.
It did, yeah.
So explain the first part of or I guess your first part was work. The second part, I guess.
Yeah, we just went to like a Korean gastropub and we had some really good Korean food. It's like a Korean like bar food. Like they'll make it's almost like American Korean fusion. Like they'll have like Korean burgers with like bulgogi, like tater tots and stuff like that.
Oh, that sounds good.
They had like even like a flame grilled like unagi or something like that. That's what
I don't know most of those like specific Korean.
I don't think you got
dishes.
to eat it very much because everyone was like, I had my share. I'm like, hey, you guys can have some. Everyone devoured it. Whatever.
Yeah, because they had the eel, which was really good. First time having eel. I literally just tasted
that's
like
unagi. Yeah.
Oh, it was unagi.
Yeah.
Literally tasted like nothing. Like it was
really?
like very airy. Like
It's
soft.
like melts in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it. It's so fatty. Like your normal like tteokbokki. They had like Korean chicken wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, you missed out, bro.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Yeah.
We could explain that later after
next.
Brian's. There's a lot of things going on when we're catching up, so it's good having these.
It's kind of like our
catch-up
tradition every
episodes.
time. We get like the Yakult soju. So if you're not really like familiar with that, it's kind of like a Korean like yogurt drink that like a lot of them like drink as kids, and then soju is kind of like their it's like a certain kind of what is it, like a wine or like a vodka or something.
It's not a vodka.
I don't know what it is, but it's
It's just an alcohol, right?
Well, it's an alcohol, but I don't know like if it's like it's probably made like sake is made of like rice,
okay.
you know. So
Yeah,
it's like
it's
I don't know what
something like
that is
that.
made of.
Have something similar.
To make
right?
sake, yeah.
But they mix it together, and it's like it's a very like creamy drink.
That sounds good and dangerous.
Oh, it's like you barely taste any of any of the alcohol.
That's why they're dangerous.
Yeah, I
Though.
was gonna say.
Yeah.
But it's usually like soju are really low in like ABV, so you don't feel too much. But as
Yeah, it
you
adds
said,
up.
yeah, it adds up
Yeah.
over time.
Because everyone wants to take shots like every like 5 minutes. I'm like, yo, I'm
Yeah,
trying to
doing a
eat right
birthday.
now. So
That's how it's supposed to be on the birthday.
Yeah,
yeah, we could drink later.
which we did.
Yeah, we ended up ordering like way too much food because
Yeah, we ordered
we're
like
not-
18 things, and we were expecting more people, a couple more, not a
Yeah.
lot,
I
but
think we're I was looking at like 21 people. There's only like 14, 15 people that came through, and everyone ate a lot less than I thought.
yeah.
So we had a bunch of like leftovers, and total to like 400 something. And then my best friend actually came through to just
Well, you
pay
could
for
say it.
everything. So,
You say he's in the universe now of the
Yeah.
living room,
yeah.
or unless you don't want to say it, that's fine as well.
Yeah. Shout out to my buddy Joel.
There you go.
You
there
a
you go,
real
Joe.
Yeah.
The weeb
Yeah. Our fellow weeb.
or baby weeb.
Yeah, and it's such
Or
a
we've been training. Is basically what
the
he's.
place is such a nice vibe. Like by the end of the night, a few people were dancing, and they had some really good like Mexican songs. And
There's only one person dancing.
I think I saw about your
dancing,
snap.
and I was dancing. One of my other friends was dancing. People were dancing like near the table with me. And then we just kind of went back to my apartment and we threw.
Our apartment, bro.
Yeah,
Our apartment.
Another big announcement. Jason's actually.
Yeah, we're actually roommates.
Yeah.
And we did a karaoke party, and our leftover Korean food was eaten by everyone else who
Didn't eat.
couldn't make
didn't
it to the actual party.
the dinner aspect of the party.
Yeah, the dinner party. And then, like, this is like the real like party.
Fake party. And the
Unless you want to
real
call this
party.
the after party, the karaoke.
That sounds better too.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that went till how long? I know how long it went to, but I just want to ask you.
I think 3:30ish.
Yeah, 3:30.
Okay.
Yeah, so I remember a lot of the
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
Then a lot of people. We had a whole bottle of vodka and a whole bottle of whiskey. We finished in
I don't
one
even
night.
remember what we drank. I just remember like
Because there was only 2 bottles. It's not hard to remember. It's not like we had like 20 options. It's like, I'm
Gotta
weighing out my
wait.
options, man.
I didn't see how much was being drunk. I just remember you always had like a shot cup, and you kept giving me like, "Yo, take a shot, take a shot, take a shot."
yeah.
And like I was taking the shots, and I was getting kind of drunk, and then I was still able to sing songs on karaoke with my friends.
Was it bad?
No, because it's funny. He's just like, I'd give him one. He's like, let me finish. I'm harmonizing really well right now.
he was in the groove.
I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm singing, but like this
were
is
into
like
it.
this is muscle memory for me.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so it's like I've done this a million times, so I'm not even thinking anymore. But like,
Yeah.
if I drink any more, then I can't think at all. So like, and then yeah, he kept giving me shots, and eventually I'm like, bro, I'm good. Like I don't like.
Had to stop.
Yeah, if I take any more, I won't be able to enjoy myself anymore.
Dang, you're smart, man. I would have kept taking them.
Yeah. Me too.
I mean, my friends were like falling asleep everywhere, like
Oh,
on the
yeah.
couch, on my bed, and just like, dang,
Yeah,
so
we had
the
a lot of-
party's like starting to end now.
Then I eventually went to get McDonald's at like 4:30.
Like you
best
always do.
time.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
a tradition at this point.
Yeah, but then I was kind of disappointed because I have like a regular item I get, like the Big Mac, no pickles, like
Yeah.
number one essentially. But since it was so early in the morning, they had their breakfast menu out. I was like,
Oh,
I was so
no,
depressed.
that
I'm just
ruined it.
like, there's nothing really to make me
Yeah.
feel good now.
Not the same.
So I just got like two Egg McMuffins, and I'm like, that's not the same. It just don't hit
That's
different.
right.
So you ate it begrudgingly.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
It didn't really hit and
Yeah.
missed.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss.
Right.
See, that's where you like effed up because I like the sausage burritos. I think like
Sausage
that's,
burritos
like,
are okay.
good, like stoner food.
I'm not really crazy about McDonald's breakfast, to be honest.
I like to make
Really?
McMuffins. Those are my hot cakes are pretty good too. But transitioning or reeling back to the reason why Dom missed is he was working on
I
something
was
else
doing a
for.
competition that was hosted by Sea Dog VA.
Oh,
We had a
Okay.
game jam, which by the time this airs, it'll be long over. But we basically had 72 hours to make a game.
and explain what in detail. I guess the game was the premise of the game at least was.
I was going for something. So our usual programmer, he wasn't available, and I'm more of an artist, so it was something that was like kind of simple coding. Well, it was supposed to be simple. It ended up being more, but I
And
did like
did you have anyone else work with you on the project, or
Yeah.
just you? Okay.
we had
And-
someone else doing music.
okay, so two person.
Yeah, 2-person team, 72 hours. But I basically did like kind of a lawyer visual novel
Nice.
Okay.
featuring the monkey himself.
Nice. Nice.
Also has an appearance by Barry Chopsticks, you know?
Oh,
Okay.
if you know, you know.
If you know.
I don't know.
He missing out there.
Yeah, dude,
But I was also drinking the first night because I was pissed off at the coding. So,
oh my god.
so I drank one for you, but it was also because of frustration.
So you had to self-teach like basic coding?
Yeah,
Was it
so I
like
had-
Game Maker or what?
No, it was a visual novel engine called RenPy,
Okay.
which is coded in Python,
Okay.
which I know
Ooh.
very little coding, but I had to
Okay.
kind of finagle a bit to do it.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a lot easier to do what I wanted to do,
Yeah. Python's intimidating.
but it is, yeah.
Like I think it's easier than like other coding languages, but it's kind of like the syntax is like so different from like the other languages
Yeah.
too.
Especially when you
So-
only have like such a short time limit to
Yeah.
put this together.
And how, if you were to ballpark it, do you know how many hours you put into developing the game in the 22 hours? Or were you just like Team No, so you can just like 72 hours straight?
I slept for like 5 hours like in between. And I think I published the game like 40 minutes before it was due.
Wow. So,
So
you
I
were down to
just
crunch
made it,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
How long is the game though? Like
It's a short game. It's just for to play it like on a stream. Well, if I
it's
get
like
it
a
to stream.
demo. Like
Yeah. Just like that's what Game Jam is. You just make a really short game.
Okay. So like how is it gonna be presented? Like online or
Yeah, there's a website where you can download it and rate it. Well,
Ooh.
probably done by. the
Yeah.
time-
Yeah.
but-
They'll see this 2 months from now.
it's like
so
if you guys want to vote, it's too late.
you can't support me. Wait for the next game jam.
Yeah.
We'll do our own game jam. The Livin Room game jam.
And how were you satisfied with the end result with it?
I actually was.
Or you think there's more things you could have done to make
There's
it
always
better?
like more you want to add, but I was actually for once happy with what I
Nice.
finished in this game.
Nice, nice,
We've done
nice.
some in the past, and we're always just missing so many features. But like, the game works. There's not many glitches.
Nice.
It looks decent, so I was pretty happy with it.
And what would you rate it if you were to give it out? I mean, no biases. Probably you won't have a bias.
Oh, you know, about a 12 out of 10.
There you go.
I gotta say it's a solid 8 out of 10.
Nice,
So far, the
nice.
comments about it have been really nice. People say
Nice.
it's funny.
Good.
They like it. They like the art.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you had to do the art and some of the coding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
the programmer
geez.
was too busy, so I was like, crap.
Busy.
He was celebrating Bryan's party, I guess.
I was there in the background.
We should have joined that instead and like helped out with the game. I have basic Python like experience. So.
You don't want to spend your birthday working in like GameJam.
Dang.
Why
Just
not?
have like 30 people just full through.
In my small room out here. So I'm sitting here stressing and coding, all just dancing in the background. You can do it now.
You can do a lot of like crazy things with just like simple like programming languages.
Yeah.
Like I was in AP Computer Science when I was in high school, and one of my classmates was making like he made his own version of a Super Smash Bros. On
that's
like,
pretty sick.
Oh,
and
wow.
he used what language was it? Java.
Oh, yeah, that's another
Something like
easier
that.
one to learn, right?
Yeah.
I think.
So I mean, like it's not as smooth looking, but it's like the same. What's it called? I think it's like similar code because like the characters, like if you hit them at a certain percentage,
Yeah.
they would launch at the same speed as if you played like the actual game.
So kind of reverse
But-
engineered it.
Yeah, but the graphics, like he couldn't steal like the design, so he
No,
had
you
to like
can't.
make like his own version. I think he made his own characters or whatever, and it's
That's still pretty cool.
yeah. But he's not the best artist, but he was a way better programmer.
Dang, that's why I need it.
Yeah.
Dang.
Cool, though.
I need it.
In the future, you
About
got
to
to plug
replace
him
my
in.
programmer.
And your programmer, is he someone that you've
You know
like?
him.
Oh,
You know who it is. I didn't know if I should name drop him or what.
up to you.
I don't know.
Call him out. It's like you.
You and I know who it is.
For sure, for sure. Because I was wondering, because like if he was like someone part of your like company, like you're like contracted
work
with,
with- no, no,
yeah,
no.
before,
This
or
is
is it
totally
someone
separate.
like you like known from like college or something
No,
like
this
that?
is
and
just
you
all
were-
friends.
Okay, gotcha.
So like, what are the prizes for winning?
I think it's like the top 5 games get $1,000.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, nice little prize.
Maybe he could invest in some stuff too for his channel. Uh-oh.
Yeah. What can $1,000 get you in this economy?
Not
Nothing.
not much.
An extra mic.
Yeah, for real.
Better capture card.
For real.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I guess we didn't express what these two are doing because I was said I was doing gaming and these two are making their own channels, and you could like elaborate on what both or Bryan first and then Dom second
Yeah.
on like what you'll be tackling on your individual like YouTube channels or the vision at least of
Yeah.
it.
So if you guys don't already know, I do music. I don't know if it's obvious.
I mean,
They
I
talk
probably
about
could
it.
have pieced it together, but it's never been openly like
It's part of
addressed.
lore,
Yeah,
the secret lore.
Yeah.
Some people tell me I look like a musician. Or maybe I just tell
Especially
them.
today.
And they're like, I knew it. And I'm like, no, if I didn't say anything, you wouldn't have been able to tell.
Yeah, that sounds like Cap, bro.
I'm
Yeah.
just a natural musician. I was born this way.
Yeah. I play the recorder very, very well.
Oh, I thought you were a triangleist or whatever you
Oh,
would
shoot,
call it.
yeah. Bro, you don't know how much like skill goes into playing the triangle.
This channel goes hard.
You hit the wrong part and it just like screeches like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you for real?
Yeah. No, but I've been playing guitar for maybe 6-7 years. I've been
Self-taught or what?
yeah, self-taught with
Nice,
guitar. I
nice.
took piano lessons for like 8 years, but that was like classical. But I've been learning more like R&B keys, and I've been doing that for like 2 to 3 years. I've been singing for like 10 years now, and producing like learning how like I've been producing music since 2019 or 2020. Like I started.
Oh,
doing,
so
like,
you kind of like got into it
during COVID.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, or the CVID.
The COVID-19.
Oh, that was ugly.
Because
Yeah.
like so you get like they monetize that
Oh,
if you
that's
say
right.
like
You
straight
say
up.
that, Yeah,
That's funny.
that's right. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
But we were just like stuck indoors and I had like nothing better to do.
A
So
lot
I'm
of
like,
time.
Yeah,
A lot of
it's
time.
like why not just like learn how to do this? Because
Yeah.
like I thought of it like it would be like very expensive if I had to pay a producer to produce my own music and to hire a writer and then hire like an engineer. It's like why don't I just learn how to do like everything that I possibly can do? Like I'll learn as much of it by myself.
Right.
And I was able to get like pretty far with it, and I have some song covers released under the moniker BMAC. So it's BEMAC. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, Spotify. I did release my first song when I was in Texas. Coming back to like what we were talking about earlier. I finished producing, recording, and like mixing my song.
And how long did it take you to create your original like song?
On and off for like 2 years. So like actually like the basic beat I finished in like 30 minutes.
All the other aspects.
And then I just didn't touch it for like a couple years. And then I'm just like, I gotta like start getting going with this. Because I can't just be doing like song covers forever. Like you don't really make any money from it. And it's just good to make original content. So actually produce it. It's an R&B song. If you like Keshi, Drake, just kind of like those are a couple of my like inspirations for like this song. It's called Last Forever. And if you want to stream it on Spotify, just search up like BMAC Last Forever.
You can put it in the link in the description below as well. So
but going back to the goals, like I do want to release at least maybe like 5 or 6 songs this year. Most of them are gonna be like R&B / hip hop, and I'm gonna have a couple like passion projects on there that might not necessarily be in like that genre. I'm also like kind of like working together with like his brother and his cousin to produce some music together. So it's been kind of busy.
For sure.
Let you guys know if there's any.
But that's exciting. I mean, new year. It's basically like new you. You know, so you're getting all these goals on your list to try to accomplish for the year.
You know, we're starting them in like June.
Well, I mean, it's like new year of like birth year. You know, not like new year as in like 2025, 2024. You know, it's like you're like. Not gonna say your age, but like, I'm X year, so now this X year I'm trying to get this accomplished before I turn Y. You know?
Yeah, it's funny you say that because on my birthday, someone messaged me saying Happy New Year, and I'm like, bruh.
They're not wrong.
In some regard, yeah.
Yes, but no.
And then you could transition to Dom now, like what your vision on your YouTube channel is. I don't know if you made it already or you.
No, my channel's not up yet. But
okay.
Definitely just moving with either animation or game development.
Nice.
But I want to be able to like interact with the audience, so like have like people like vote on what we do, or.
So you want to try to have it like more like live stream as well?
Maybe I don't know. For starters, pre-record it and have like maybe polls or something. So
gotcha.
you can like say, hey, we like this design more, or make this type of game.
Right.
Like, make some kind of like short game.
Right.
Because game development's like kind of secretive now, and people don't really know much about it.
Yeah, projects.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Red or something like
so I think
that.
it'd be kind of cool to be like kind of have like a more open development where people can just like see the process, and
it kind of is like a choose your own adventure kind of book. You know, like click option A, B, or C, and then you do option A, like it's this result, B this result, C this result.
So you like vote on something and say, hey, we want to try this or do this.
Right. Would it be more of like the coding side, or are you doing more like design?
No, definitely a design.
Okay. Have you ever thought of doing like a Bob Ross type of like Twitch channel where you're like drawing like game characters like in real time?
Actually, I have thought about it before too. Actually,
okay.
Just kind of chilling and drawing out like a
what
chill stream.
To that?
Huh?
What happened to that?
I don't know how to live stream. I haven't tried it yet.
We're learning that right now.
Yeah, we're not the live stream. We're just learning the capture card aspect of it. But then obviously we could do that like live stream as well once we get the correct software and stuff like that, and
you can do it on OBS.
Well, yeah, I know that. I know, but I'm saying like we have to test everything. So that's not as
lagging or anything like that.
Laggy or grainy or sharp or the color contrast is bad. But we're testing that now for my channel. So, but for Dom's.
So basically game development.
And then are you still going to be? Do you have a handle name in mind you plan on using, like the same moniker you're using for your other socials?
Probably Dom Technico.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick with that one.
Nice.
What's the origin behind the name?
So Dom's my first nickname.
Oh, who would have thought?
Okay.
But also before I went by Dom,
no, but like the rest of it.
A lot of my family calls me Nico. You know, because it's from the second half of my name, Neek, Dominique.
Oh, I thought it was like Neko, like cat.
No, that's how everyone says. It's spelled the same way.
Yeah, okay.
But no, I used to go by Nico when I was younger.
Okay.
So I just combined both of my nicknames, but also with the word technique.
Ooh, okay.
Because that was just funny to me. I don't know.
Very punny.
Interesting.
I just like the word technique.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dom Technico.
And there you go. So be on the lookout for Dom Technico, hopefully, if that's not taken.
Yeah.
But if not,
spelling might change.
yeah, right. You might have some like numbers in there, like mine.
But we'll have the links there.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Let's see who goes viral first.
Yeah. But obviously, we want to grow together.
Yeah.
We want to grow together, but obviously, it just depends on how often everyone uploads. Because I'll be doing 2 channels. My second channel is going to be like more vlogging and whatnot, and this other channel, which is live as of yesterday, called Blank Shadow. L is a 1, and the shadow is a 0. Got to have something differentiating myself from everyone else. And that's going to be gaming. So, I mean, I'll probably be doing more content than... for sure, Bryan, since he's doing more his individual work instead of like me, just play for like 4 hours straight, 8 hours straight, and just gonna like do that easily. So exactly. Yeah. And then Dom, I'm not too sure how often that would take. So. Based on pure volume, it should be mine, but it doesn't have to be like we're not competing. Yeah,
we're all the same team here.
Next episode, Livin Room is disbanded.
We hate each other now. We're not beautiful anymore.
We're ugly.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
But yeah, so it's a lot of things on this channel and our future channels. Will be hopefully like. Once this gets posted in 2 months, we'll be seeing that in the description for all y'all, and then we'll update our descriptions in older videos once everything is. Well, mine and Bryan's are live. If we could plug those in now, but when Dom's is, we'll plug that in as well. So it should be a cool time, because a lot of these things, like this podcast in general, we just talk as friends regularly all the time, and now it's like having this platform which we're growing. And doing already, like just talking, but now having it in front of an audience. So it's pretty neat. And then obviously once we have our individual channels, it's like the same thing. And then we could be featured on them, whatnot. So it should be a fun time, just to be doing that, So you only, like YOLO, you only live once, might as well make the most out of it, So
yeah.
Let's see what time is because our time tracker tweaked out. So
treated us.
It don't want us to know the time. But yeah, we got some more time to think. Let's see. What else can we talk about? I guess for Bryan, what are like your main goals for like your year, like of turning a new age and whatnot like that? Besides just, as you said.
Besides the music?
Yeah, the music pieces of that.
Honestly, like as I mentioned with like the Texas trip, like I need to lose weight. That's an actual like goal that I'm trying to.
And like how much weight are you trying to drop, or you're trying to maintain weight and just lose body fat, or like what's like the goal of?
I'm trying to lose mostly body weight or body fat and keep like the muscle.
Okay.
I'm trying to lose like 30 to 40 pounds, which I've done more than that in the past. I've lost 70 pounds before just by like my old way of like dieting, like just eating healthy, meal prepping, going to the gym and like being active,
which is hard for sure.
It's harder when we throw a lot of parties. So it's like,
well, it's harder because especially if you like binge drink and you just get lazy and like just cozy, like especially with the climate now of a lot of things being hybrid or mostly remote. It makes you lazy and not want to leave the house.
It gets to a point where like every week there's like a birthday party, so it's kind of like
our June month has been quite busy for sure, and it will be. Yeah, we got one more week until June ends, and that's when my stuff's going to be going on. So it's going to be another busy month for us. So, and then we'll see. Hopefully it slows down, but we have a lot of projects like for all of us upcoming, so it might just stay consistently busy. So
yeah, but what was I going to say?
We were just talking about losing weight, whatnot.
Yeah, as long as I'm consistent, at least the Monday through Friday, and then maybe Saturday and Sunday. It's not perfect, but I don't go like too overboard. Usually I'm fine. But yeah, just I've been cutting back on like alcohol for the most part.
Yeah, there's exceptions, here and there, you know.
Like if I'm gonna eat out, like I have to like not eat so much at the beginning of the day. And I know my friends like to surprise me by saying like, "Hey, we're already at your apartment. Let's eat out." And just like, I'm just gonna say no a lot of the time and be like, "Oh,
dang, they drove out here to your apartment." He's like, "Come on outside." Now I'm like, "I'm good."
No, it's like I'll go to the restaurant with you and I'll chill, but I'm probably not gonna eat something because I already ate. So it's a lot about like having kind of like self-control and being able to hold yourself accountable when it comes to those things. And I'm just trying to make like an overall change. with that. And I mean, I got the tattoo. It's something I've always wanted to get. There's like my music stuff, and just like I'm not trying to be too social this year, just because I want to focus on like these goals. Like just kind of like I'll stick with my closest friends, but I want to like accomplish more. Like I want to put myself more out there, and I'm sure you guys are kind of like along like the same. Yeah, we just have like similar goals.
With launching our channels or soon to be channel, it's more like that, just like grind season. Because when you have more like responsibilities, like say, I mean, it'd be good if any of us get the situation or just like get married, settle down, not have kids, whatever. You have more things to like be responsible for. But right now, it's like we just have to worry about ourselves. So we have much more flexibility with our free time to like do like these projects of starting this podcast, starting your channel, starting my channels, you know? So like there's so many things that we could like invest our time to in order to like make the most out of it, because maybe this becomes our full-time job, you know, and that'd be really cool, you know? So you just never know if you don't try, as I said earlier. So I'm like in the same boat. So like my goals is coming up, trying to like get more in shape as you, like work on my channels as well. Trying to work on my like certification I told Bryan about, but Dom now knows, like studied accounting, so I'm trying to get my CPA.
Oh, nice.
So got my laptop finally fixed. One reason is for the channel, another reason is actually to help like get my study material going. So just grind season, get financially like in a good spot. So there's like a lot of things that I'm trying to like work on as well for the next year for my life as well, you know, because I mean, it's not like all fun and games, you know, especially like the older we're getting, turning to the next pretty soon decade of our lives. I won't say how many years are close to the next decade, but we'll be here before you know it, because the more busy you are, the more faster time flies by.
Real.
So
seriously, personal question. Do you guys ever feel like you're getting like starting to like feel like you're getting kind of old, and like that's why you want to start like achieving like a lot, like as much as you can before like having to settle down? Because that's where I'm at. It's just like I kind of like wasted a lot of time.
Well, it depends on your mindset. My body definitely feels like I'm like 100 years old.
Same.
Like I'm having like
I'm almost there, guys.
I'm like having like back pain and stuff like that. I mean, it's a good thing to do. Like I see athletes do this as well, as like self-care. So like I do like go to get massages. I go to like a chiropractor also, because also I sit at a desk, so it's not good for like my body having like my hips shortened because I'm sitting in a chair all day. My back is messed up because of posture. My neck's messed up because of posture. So like all these things. So if I invest in like myself now, and hopefully when I turn like 40 or 50, I won't be having like those issues. So I see like Ronaldo, LeBron, Russell Wilson, they're investing millions of dollars in their body by like either having like chefs cook for them, taking like self-care by doing what I do, and probably a lot more than that, you know, but just doing those like little things now, I think it goes a long way. So I just, to that sentiment, I feel like, I'm getting old, so I have to be like more cognizant of like my body. It's not, I mean, you obviously, if you stay on top of it, when you're like, there's people that are like 40, 50, like Matt, what you call it? Well, Matt Damon looks pretty good for like his age, like Jennifer Lopez, Shakira. You have, what's his name? I can't think of his name. Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's his name. That's like all those people are in their later years in life, but they look really good for like their age. So like as long as you like stay like, and it goes like self-care, like taking care of our health, you know, going to the gym or whatever it is. Obviously they have more time than us, or maybe they don't because of like recording. So they just find time to do it. So it's just like those things like that. So I don't know, like what your thoughts on that of Brian's question, Tom?
Yeah, I have that feeling too, though. Like I'm getting at that age, so I really want to get more done. Or I feel like, man, I haven't got enough done. That's what I'm kind of saying.
Right. Because I think just us, like I keep beating a dead horse, but just like doing all these things. I just don't want to have like any regrets of like, oh, what if I did this,
like,
instead of like
try doing this.
Exactly. Instead of like us doing it and God forbid it fails, but at least we tried. You know. So I'd rather have that mindset.
Yeah. It's weird to think about, like at my age, my dad was like, he just got married, and it's like,
I get that too.
just kind of like just comparing myself to my dad, but I think like things are really different nowadays.
They're extremely different.
I'm like I'm not even thinking about like marriage for a while. Like there's just so many things I want to do.
And also like how the times were in terms of money, like inflation is so bad. Like,
it's like
a lot of people our ages are like living at home or with their parents or can't afford rent or like rent is steep enough and like most of their paycheck is going to it. So like then like, oh yeah, I bought a house for 100,000. Like we would be lucky to buy a house for 100,000.
Like, what?
You know, or even like back in like the 20s or 30s, they probably bought it for a bag of peanuts. You know,
for nothing.
Sold a cow or something.
Yeah, sold a cow, got a mansion.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
So
built
then-
my house myself. And just like,
I mean, that's
land,
respectful.
yeah.
That's respectful to do.
Yeah.
So just like times have changed, so we just gotta adapt with it. And obviously, having a kid now is a lot more expensive than having like us when we were kids, because that's basically like, from what I've seen. I mean, maybe it's another random fact that I'm just making it that far, but it's definitely like. It's like what I've seen is like 6 figures like per kid you're investing or something for a whole year, something like that.
Oh, geez.
So it's like insane. So if you have like 2 kids, that's 200K. If you have 3 kids, it's like 300K. That's like that's nuts.
Kids are expensive.
And then you have like your mortgages and bills on top of like that. So and it's like kind of getting into that mindset of having like passive income. So like or just doing stuff like you enjoy doing like this. I enjoy doing this, you know. So it's like not even I wouldn't consider this work. So like it's like fun, you know, getting together with the boys, talking about random things. So
yeah, but if you work really hard now, then it's easier to do this like a few years from now, and like you already know the setup, you'll already have the experience, you already have the audience. But right now it's kind of just like grind time because you're figuring things out, like doing a lot of trial and error, so that you could get to the point where you could just do whatever you want and it's easy.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure.
That's how I think about it.
Yeah, because right now it's like compared to like obviously we talked about it like episode 0, like we've had trial and error, we like failed, but it also we had to fail in order to like get to where we are now. And obviously we'll get like better like mics, like we eventually we'll get a 3rd mic, and when we have guests a 4th mic, and then we'll get better a setup for like maybe like visual wise, or like maybe in the living room we'll have like our own studio, who knows, you know, like things like that. Just always just kind of like just taking it in like steps, you know, just gotta like trust the process. Maybe you aren't seeing anything now, but if you just like if you keep grinding and sticking to it, hopefully like things catch. So
yeah, we're making progress.
Yeah, definitely.
We got another mic, so it's like
that's what's up.
Now we just gotta fix this one.
Yeah, I gotta. Well, not really fix it, but just like get
just
another
like
official.
Aesthetic,
yeah,
because we have like 2 Shure mics, then we have I don't know what mic is that, but
this is the Shure SM58.
Oh, okay.
It's
So 3 Shures, okay, but it's just a different mic. Okay.
Yeah. So this is still like the Temu setup, and like those are kind of like way more expensive.
These are like Amazon, and that's Temu.
See the difference?
Hope you can hear the difference when we, like this one gets posted. But got a couple more minutes, or we could just end it now. Whatever you guys want to do. And is there anything, last reminders or thoughts you want to add before we call this episode a wrap?
Last call.
Don't say it like that.
Last call.
And then you play like closing time, you know. Oh, man. I guess not. Unless,
no, I think you get it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. This concludes another episode of the Livin Room Podcast. Without the G, I appreciate all y'all, or we appreciate all y'all beautiful people for popping out today. Got to get that phrase in again. And I'm your host for today's episode, Jason, again, and with the boys, signing out.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace.